In our weekly Western Canadian Baseball League Roundup, we chat with a league figure, and I'm pretty excited to welcome to the program the league president, Kvame, today, out of Lethbridge, as we are a week away from the start of the playoffs. All kinds of great things going on with the league. 5 games tonight, including Moose Jaw here tonight, home to Regina in a playoff preview. Mr. President, thanks for the time. You're smiling, and why wouldn't you be? It's the best time of year of baseball for your league, and it's been the best summer statistically for this league. Am I right?
You for sure, Rod. Thanks for having me. And it's been quite the summer. We just vaulted over the 300,000 mark again, we're going to have a few tens of thousands more people in the stands over the next 3 weeks till we crown a champion.
Yeah, right. You still got a week to go in the regular season and then the playoffs. And there's a lot to get into. And I'll just say, Kevin, I really enjoyed our chat at the All-Star Game. So thanks again for coming on that show. But I'll just say this. It was, how about it? Was that the best All-Star weekend ever?
It was right. They keep topping each other. You know, Okotoks has done a tremendous job with that All-Star event. You know, we keep seeing the numbers go up attendance-wise, and the fan engagement has just been tremendous. You know, and having different pregame shows, and that was awesome as well.
Home Run Derby, of course, presented by SR Bats, and we had our pregame broadcast there. 13-6, the Eastern Division All-Stars won, beat the West that day in Okotoks. Can you just speak about the Okotoks community and Siemens Stadium and how much they love baseball there? It's like what every market's aspiring to get to, Kevin. Do you think they can get there?
You know, I think that it takes tremendous partnerships to do what Okotoks did. You know, they had the right sponsor with the right community at the right moment in time. You know, we recognize the former mayor there, Mayor Bill, was instrumental in seeing beyond the dollars and cents of what it could mean for the economic impact of Okotoks. And you can't deny the impact that the Dogs have had on that community. They become a fabric of Okotoks. And, you know, every other team in the league would aspire to be that. You know, we do have it in a lot of the communities with the Western Hockey League. The hockey becomes just part of the community, and baseball is trying to catch up. It's got a ways to go, and it's a shorter season, so we don't have the length of the season that the hockey has. So, but I do think that a lot of our communities are embedding themselves with their teams in baseball in the summer, which is great. Like, we had a Viterra Kids Camp. We had, just under 1,000 kids in the Viterra Kids Camps this year that was in every one of our communities, and that was a tremendous marketing tool for the league as well. And just little things like that, the food bank drive in some of other communities, and Regina knocked it out of the park here a week or so ago. Just things like that are great engagements with the community and becoming that fabric of the community that I'm talking about.
Well, you must just sit as the president and just smile, and you are. So that's the off-field, that's the community stuff. But you've had the most ever WCBL grads drafted into the majors. You got major leaguers like Matt Stairs, Lou Poe, Jamie Campbell backing the league, setting attendance figures. It's funny because I'm sitting around talking baseball all the time, and people are saying there's been this league, different iterations for 100 years. So why now? Why now did you get this big push?
There's no real, I think it's just everything that the governors and the teams have been doing to work together to put a product on the field. We had our first full-time staff member this year. Mark Stiles has been tremendous for the league and out there, daily promoting the league. So that certainly has an impact. And, I think having Saskatoon back in was a tremendous, I called it the black hole ever since the Yellow Jackets left in 2014. And, if you could ask for partners to come in on a team, I think we hit a home run in Saskatoon as well. Like that franchise is off and racing, and expect bigger and better things to come from them. So just little things like that just continue the upward swing of the league, and once you get that exponential growth, you get an exponential recognition as well.
Well, and as the president, you are, listen, I've known a lot of league presidents and team presidents. You're the head of the complaint department, too. And, they love baseball in Yorkton and Melville, but they lost their teams. And what the people in those communities are saying is the league got too big for us. Is that a valid reason why the Cardinals and millionaires don't exist anymore?
No, it was sad days when we lost the long-standing Melville Millionaires in Yorkton that started their franchise in, I think it was 2002. They just couldn't. They didn't have the community engagement. They didn't have the fan base. They didn't have the resources to run a team in the Western Canadian Baseball League, and then they were going more in debt by the each year. And Melville tries to do a big lottery that they raised, I think it was, I was trying to test my memory from 5 or 6 years ago, but they raised $200,000 or $250,000 in raffle tickets and broke even. And breaking even doesn't help your bottom line raise any revenue for that. So they were just the idea of merging them together and running one team was explored, and that didn't work. So it was just it was a bad fit at the time for the league. And I don't know if Yorkton, with its size, 25,000 people, I think it is approximately. I mean, Moose Jaw is a little bit bigger. Swift Current's a little bit smaller. Weyburn's a little bit smaller. Brooks is smaller. So I don't know if it outgrew it, or the town just didn't engage with it to have a team.
Well, I think you've explained it well, and that's the sense, is that, hey, the league outgrew us, and that's kind of what you've explained here. But on the good side, you talk about Saskatoon leading this division in attendance. Is expansion on the horizon anywhere, Kevin, or are you okay? We're good for now.
We're always looking for opportunities to grow the Western Canadian Baseball League. I don't think it's a big secret where our markets could be in the future. We've had interest expressed from Brandon, Manitoba. Nothing imminent, so I don't want baseball fans in Brandon to say, "Oh, great, this is coming next year." No, it's not. There's interest there, but it's not finalized, or even there's been no application or anything. There's just been interest. There's been some work in Airdrie done, which is would be a great market to compete with the Dogs. Grand Prairie has expressed some interest in the future. I do believe the Edmonton and Calgary markets both deserve two teams. How we get to that is going to be challenging with our constitution the way it is. So there are markets out there. You talk about the Alberta-Saskatchewan League. Well, we should probably have the Alberta-Saskatchewan cross-border city and in there with Lloydminster. They're growing like leaps and bounds, and it would be great to have Lloydminster in there. So those are kind of the communities that we would look at to get from a 12-team league to eventually a 16-team league in the next 5 to 8 years.
Well, what I love is people are seeing what's going in the markets you have, and they're going, "We want in. We want part of this." That's what you want.
For
and
sure.
I'll tell you this, as a career sports guy on the prairies of myself, the story of baseball on the prairies is a fascinating one, isn't it, Kevin? It's fascinating,
isn't it? Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, we have lots of iterations of people that come in here, and even in Spitz Stadium here that I'm at right now. We had a gentleman in on the weekend watching the Little League Championships that we have on here right now at the stadium, and he was talking about playing at the stadium in 1967. And he said this was a beautiful stadium, but boy, has this place changed over those 50-some years. And yeah, it's changed some, but he says it was still a beautiful place to play by Henderson Lake, and he remembered it fondly, and all the iterations. with the Granham White Sox and the people that went on to Pro Ball from there. Just wonderful stories all over the prairies.
Yeah, it is amazing, and I love it, and Canadians love baseball, and we're really seeing it this summer. Kevin, thanks for the time. I hope to see you in the playoffs.
You bet we will. Thanks, Rod. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You too. The president of the Western Canadian Baseball League, Kevin Kvame, joining us from Lethbridge.